Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Hope everyone is having an awesome day. We are back with some fun and exciting C8 Corvette news for the 2024 model year. There is a lot to cover in today's video. First off, we will go over the price increases for the 2024 model year. It's been out for a couple days now, so we can quickly recap some of that information now that the build and configure tool for the 2024 model year is available. And before everybody runs off and tries building their Corvette, definitely stay tuned and watch this video. We are going to go over some of the outrageously priced options that honestly are knocking on the price range that Ferrari, Lamborghini, and McLaren like to price some of their options. We will go over some of the weird approaches to Z06 price management that this tool is doing and General Motors is doing, as well as I'll build my ERay, something that I expect to get sometime in the fall once production is rolling. And if you are stopping by for the first time, do consider hitting the subscribe button. I do like to make my videos short, concise, and condensed. I don't like to fluff my content. And hopefully that video style earns your subscribe. If anything, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts of the 2024 model year and the information presented in this video. And if you have not already, definitely check out the video I did last week. Every now and then I have one of those videos where I look back and I'm just like, I did a pretty good job. And this video did very, very well, and there's a lot of good information about the 2024 model year ordering guide that will help bolster your knowledge for going into the 2024 model year. So first things first, let's go over pricing. We have full pricing available for the 2024 model year for both the C8 Z06, the ERay, and the Stingray. I guess I shouldn't say both. We now have 3 trim levels for 2024. And so with the Stingray, the 1LT is going to start at a base price of $67,895. Again, a long departure from the $59,995 that it launched with in 2020, but a lot has happened since. A lot of options are now standard. I've covered all of that with the safety tech that's coming with the base Stingray, Z06, and ERay, so there is a lot you're getting for the increase in the base price, but the 1LT is going up $2,000 for the 2024 model year, and we are seeing an $1,800 price increase on the 2LT, 3LT coupes, making the 2LT coupe $74,995 and $79,645 for the 3LT. As you can see on your screen, the 1LT, 2LT, and 3LT convertible respectively are $74,895, $81,995, and $86,645. We are seeing a $1,500 increase on the 1LT convertible and a $1,800 increase on the 2LT and 3LT convertibles respectively. So all in all, a $1,500 to $2,000 increase going across the 1LT to 3LT coupes and convertibles for the C8 Stingray. Next up, we have the ERay. These prices have been around for a while since the launch and announcement of this vehicle. It being the first model year, there is no price increase carrying over from last year's prices since this is the first model year for the new ERay. And so you can see the numbers on your screen. The 1LZ, the absolute base coupe, is $104,495, and a fully decked out 3LZ convertible is going to run you $122,445. That is all before options. These are the base prices for just the trim levels. And later in the video, I will do a quick overview of my build. I'll either walk through it or I will just outline some nuances with the build tool, but definitely stay tuned for that. Next up, we have the ever so famous C8 Z06, and again, it kind of frustrates me because this is a playbook out of Audi's book and Mercedes' book. During the price gouging fest of COVID in 2020, 2021, we all went through it. Those manufacturers actually made everything dealer for pricing to avoid accountability for all the price gouging that their dealers are getting away with, and it seems General Motors has taken a page out of those playbooks where the Z06 on the build tool does not have pricing. The ERay has pricing, the Stingray has pricing, but the Z06, it says see dealer for pricing details. A little frustrating, kind of a little bad look on General Motors and Chevrolet's part, but again, that's what I'm here for. So based on the ordering guide made available to dealers, I'll fill in the blanks that General Motors is not filling in, and so the 1LZ Z06 is getting a $3,000 price increase, now coming in at $109,695 as a base price for the 1LZ coupe. The 2LZ and 3LZ coupes are going to see a $2,700 base price increase, putting the 2LZ coupe at $118,595 and the 3LZ coupe at $123,245 as a base starting price. Moving on to the HTC, the hardtop convertible, the 1LZ HTC is seeing a price increase of $2,500, and the 2LZ and 3LZ convertibles are seeing a price increase of $2,700, putting the 1LZ convertible at $116,695, the 2LZ convertible at $125,595, and the 3LZ convertible at $132,445. So about a $2,500 to $3,000 base price increase on the C8 C06 going from the 2023 model year to the 2024 model year. And again, a lot of this I think is compounded based on the fact that we are getting a lot of new standard features. I covered in great depth in the last video, but to highlight, we are getting the rear view camera now standard on the 1LZ. We are getting a lot of forward collision and driver safety technology, which includes a lot more sensors, a lot more wiring harness routing, and overall a lot of features, so it makes sense why this price increase is here. To be honest, I expected a larger price increase on the base model of the vehicle. Maybe they may do another price increase in the middle of the year. I wouldn't put that past General Motors, but for now, the price increase we have seen, in my opinion, is very reasonable for the marketplace. Next up, we have a couple images for some new options that I covered in my last video. So we have a new 5-split spoke machined face sterling silver wheel and satin graphite wheel. You can see the pricing on the screen here. This new wheel is actually pretty good looking. I think it's a pretty decent wheel. I don't mind it at all, to be honest. Out of the gates, the Stingray had suffered from some pretty abysmal wheel choices, so I think General Motors has gotten a little bit better, and I overall like this wheel option. Next up, for $3,495, which is a crazy price for an accessory wheel, you get the 19 and 20 staggered setup with a 20-spoke Tech Bronze aluminum wheel. This looks like the same wheel that we've had available already on the last model year for the Corvette and on the 70th anniversary Stingrays, just in a Tech Bronze finish. But I can think of a lot of different ways that I would spend $3,500, and this wheel is not on my list of options. And if you thought that wheel was outrageous, we finally now have, for all the people that love the bright finishes for their wheels, specifically chrome or bright polished, we have a 15-spoke bright polished aluminum wheel. I actually really like the spoke design of this wheel, but at a whopping $4,350 for this accessory wheel, I can safely say it is another option that I will never spec, but I'm sure a lot of diehard Corvette enthusiasts, and I hate to use the term old-timers, but people that like chrome wheels are going to really like this option. I think this is a good-looking wheel at a very good-looking price. And lastly, on the list of new unaffordable accessories, you have the 2-spoke, they call it the 2-stanchion spoiler, which is another Corvette accessory at $6,195 for the visible carbon fiber version. You get this new 2-spoke spoiler for the C8 Stingray. I think it's a really good looking spoiler, and I hope somebody comes up with an aftermarket version of this, because I have hated the 4-spoke design that the traditional Stingray high wing comes with. So I think this is a little bit more subdued, it's a little bit more classy, it's also very, very eye-catching in its stance and the way just it looks on the car. So a great option for you to consider for your C8 Stingray. Hopefully from the aftermarket, because $6,000 for a spoiler is a little bit outrageous. And I know I said that today we were going to build our ERay, but now that I'm editing this video, I'm already well over the 8-minute mark. I think it will be more meaningful to do a full ERay build a little bit closer to my order entry. For those that don't know, I did actually camp out in sub-0 degree temperatures at McMulkin Chevrolet this past winter to get a relatively respectable slot for an ERay, so I don't end up with the Z06 situation where price gouging dealers were getting so many allocations that small MSRP dealers were getting put to the wayside by General Motors. Signing up with a big dealership with a good slot hopefully gets me an ERay, so we will do a full build breakdown on my build come closer to ordering time. I think this is a lot of good information for everybody on the new build tool, on 2024 pricing. As well as in the description, I have a link for all 3 build tools for the Stingray, Z06, and ERay. So I think this is probably enough for this video. Definitely hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for my 2024 ERay build and hopefully an early delivery video. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. It helps other people find this video. YouTube will recommend it to more people. If you want more updates like this and the last video, hit the subscribe button. I do my best and try to get ahead of any information as it becomes available. And if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section, because as always, until the very next video, I look forward to seeing all of you in the comment section below.